I gotta move all this around again. Gosh. One second. Alright, it's not gonna be a fun project. Turn it off. Yeah, this ain't good. So, what I was trying to do, I was trying to move the vinyls up a bit because they've been slanting. And there's a reason why they slant. But one of them mistakenly fell down. So I had to get that one out. So if we anything else, I want to get this out the way because I noticed the other day one of the records, I think it was Thriller, that one was literally behind the dresser and I didn't know where it was, what happened to it. So I just moved all of this stuff out the way real fast because not only that, it's dusty too, which is another thing that should have been cleaned off, but I never bothered cleaning off, which I'm going to anyway. About to move everything up. Anyway, I'm not gonna do anything, but I'm about to fix this mess. I want to put these on the wall too, but I just... Oh, that's why, because the Galaxy 5000 VHS tape is making it lean. Okay, that makes sense. There's like so much dust up in here. It's dusty. So much dust. Okay. How's everyone doing today on this Sunday? One thing I hate about moving stuff around is that it's placed in the back. Proper order. Okay, the vinyl's not gonna get moved, actually. I didn't do that because of you. I moved him out the way. I did that because of you. So don't think I did that because, oh, you saw it. No. I just don't feel like putting nobody on the bed. And I'm putting some space around. So, yeah, mine was also dusty too. So I'm leaving it right there until I figure out, until I get this vinyl moved. I should have moved. Oh, I can get that from right there. Okay, I see where it's at. That's why I hate. I'm about to invest, look into like a little vinyl thing where you like hold vinyls and stuff at. Get it? I got it. It just fell. That's what happened. Literally right before the stream started, he fell down. I mean, the vinyl fell. I'm about to just move this drawer because I finally moved that mirror the other day. And getting needed a new drawer because there's like stuff right here that's damaged. Like it's so dusty. I'll be right back. I gotta go get like a rag because it's so dusty up in here. Might do the same thing with the records, because the records might be dusty too. You gotta know how long they've been up here. So it's dusty. There we go. Dusty. Okay. There you go. Alright, so what I'm going to do is, even though I can pinpoint all these and put tags for these vinyl records, yeah, I'm not moving a little bit. I gotta figure something out. I want to put these up here, but it's not gonna fit the record thing. Maybe it's not gonna fit the cassette player. That's why I put the up there. I'm gonna move them in a minute. Okay. Next, this one, which I have to be careful too, because these, okay, they lean easily. I'm probably gonna move the record player, because I don't really use it that much, but I'm gonna keep it up for decoration wise. Okay. It's almost finished. Starting to not regret these decisions of buying these. Damn. Okay. Alright. So let's go up there. First record is fine. I'm gonna move y'all away from him because yeah, up here. Alright, so What is next? Got this folder right here. I might do something with the comic book actually. I might do something with this comic book. I might put it on the wall. I'm not sure yet.
Together, we'll die.
Oops. Chuck Wasimeni washed the bus? He probably did. Leave that right there real quick. I don't know what I'm gonna do with that yet. Hey Xavier. To another book. Give me a few minutes, guys. Let me just sort all this junk around. So much junk in here. Okay. To the joy and the spirit of the season. Oops. Oh no. Come on. Don't fall. Oh, it's falling. It's falling. Oh no. Wait. Oh no. It's gonna leave. Okay. I tried. Okay. Galaxy 5000. Need that right there. I don't know if this is gonna fully work, but we will see. I'll need that right there. Well, if it returned last year, then who knows? Excuse me. I still need to give me a small Chucky head. Hope we want to get back to the store. I'll buy me a small Chucky one. There. CEC now 2.0 bad in 1996. That's debatable. I mean, they were still struggling in the 90s. looking cup. You see Jasper Cube? Jasper Cube. One day I'll find the rest of these PVCs 91 figures. See the progress. Look at the progress so far. I'll put the camera on actually. There we go. That's much better. Almost done. Oh, got the plushes. But they need a spot too, so we're having Chucky right here sitting down. Looks very more comfortable now. Marlo 2.0, that's nice. Avenger Cup. I should have dust in it, but anyway, don't matter. Rockstar, I might bring him back in the tote. No, he's good right there. And of course, last but certainly not least of the batch, Jasper. Where are we gonna put him at? Because he is also a plush that can stand up on his own, and it's literally like full. So I need to put him somewhere that he can stand up. That's what I hate about reorganizing things. Is like I'm always trying to find spots for everything. And it's bad. I'm gonna place him up here. Look at that. I found a spot for Jasper. Look, he's right up there. I hope he doesn't fall because I think I had that problem. Him or Rockstar. But one of them two fall down from the vinyls. So he's right up there. I had to be careful with those style plushies. So it looks pretty better now, I guess. Oh wait, this one can go over here. But that's blocking the 40. Let's go right here. Look at this, it looks better now. Looks a bit better. Hopefully I don't have to move stuff around again for it. Okay, that's what you guys are saying. Oh, forgot Birdie. Hello, Birdie. Donald Treat. Okay, and last but not least. Alright, that's really good. I'll find a spot for those vinyls later. I might buy something for them. Alright. Cool. Alright, cool. Did I ever get a chance to read the article? Yeah, I found out about it, like I told you in the comments. When I found out about it, I found out about the article last night, because I was texting Taylor about it. Asked him what it was called again, the website. Because for some reason, when it was on Restream, I couldn't find the comment, like, in the stream. And he shoot me, I look up the website, and I'm like, oh, okay. That's pretty interesting. Read the article about the Asos fans, and I was like, oh yeah, I seen it. And then I told her, I was like, I got that picture of you and Chucky eating cheese, you eating cheesy bread during the holidays. So I after the stream, I started reading up about it again, hearing from like Damon's story, Travis' story, Chris's story, Brett Taylor's story. Um, Now I was just like, yeah, I'm gonna just post this tomorrow morning. Schedule it for tomorrow morning, and me and Tyler, we were talking about it because uh, he had comment on it, and I asked him. I thought you knew about it. He knew, but he didn't know like it was gonna drop the day of and stuff. So I told Taylor, after reading everything, and I gotta read more into it again to like getting a full understanding, because I only just did like the part she was mentioning, but I gotta like fully read it again because I was really interested about it. I told Taylor, I was like, keep it with that success uh, for it. That's actually really good. So it's a good article, a really really good article read. I just had to read it again and get another read, especially like hearing from Travis and Damon's story too, as well. All right. Let's see. Yeah. Oh, another news: the collaboration thing for the UK stuff finally, um, finally finished this morning after being exported for almost literally all day. So it finally finished, but I'm about to redo it. I'm gonna say I'm probably gonna redo it again because I did thought it over. And it's I'm gonna hate when I'm gonna do this, but um, before I actually release, I might just go back again and go through all the UK spots and then put like timestamps for each season for them up to show which episode it came from, because with them being different UK spots numbers, not everybody's gonna know what each skits or number is. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put in different timestamps for each season and go off the episode of where each one came from, because like I said, most if not all of the UK spots are on Disney Plus. Some of them are on Disney Plus. As far as I know, season one, every episode of season one is on Disney Plus. Hey Taylor, season two. I know there's some on season two. I remember seeing some on season two, three, four, and five. I'm not 100% sure because I know they had a lot of problems with the copyright licensing stuff. So that's gonna be fun. 3 hours of my time, close to 4 hours of watching Muppet UK spots and putting timestamps of which one came from each episode. That sounds a lot of fun, and I can't wait to just. I just can't wait to just damage my whole brain cells into it. Actually, summon Tyler. It's funny. We were just talking. I was just talking to him earlier today, and we were just talking about you, Taylor. So that's amazing. Two for the price of one.
Nice old word. But you and your friends seem to be very distinguished gentlemen. By the way, where is your friend? I don't know. He must have stepped out for a minute. Stepped down is right.
It's funny. He just got a message from me too.
I'm sure he didn't go far. Yeah, he's probably hanging around somewhere. Hanging around is right. Mr. Stucker, what I find hard to understand is why you come here every night. Well,
It's funny.
than this freak show.
He said he feels something's happening.
Hey, the opera.
Hmm.
Never go to the opera. Stand all day.
It was.
Stand opera. Oh, I understand it all right. Just hate it. Rather go to a public hanging.
And he's here. Hey, Tyler. Just talking about you.
Feel as strongly as you.
I think now the more I talk about you guys, the more you summon. Which I was talking to Tyler too, actually, about this. I was talking to Tyler about this earlier. I was like, I don't like Taylor's behavior on here. I need that funny, that energetic, that, you know, can catch you off guard reaction Taylor. I need that. I don't need Miss we're gonna behave on constant cheese string because we're gonna behave. I need the chaos, I need the excitement, I mean I need the what's that word called, Tyler, that I was thinking of? You know. Damn it! Forgot. I think we were talking about earlier. Oh, crazy silliness. Yes, crazy chaos, crazy silliness. Okay, but you do gotta. Well, never mind. You do owe me that favor, though. But by this weekend, I need that crazy silliness out of her. That's what I need. I don't need this polite behavior out of her. I mean, it's kind of good though, but at the same time, it's kind of like. Oh, don't worry. Get your brother in. We already know how Dalton gets down. That can obviously work. We might misbehave if the moment's right. You are so right. You are so right. You are definitely right. Oh no! I am definitely terrified. Very, very terrified if that happens. We were just talking about that too, about you coming down over there in Colorado. And he said you can call at any time, and just know I am definitely prepared for whatever happens. Oh yeah, back though. Let me put the rag up. Actually, well, I'll be right back. I was just pulling up some UK spots, so I'll play this real quick. Not this, but I'll play something else before I get to the part I actually want to do tonight. So let me tell you, I love Frank Oz' performance of Miss Piggy so much, and I gotta admit, I have seen a lot of posts and whatever. I like how people back in the 90s were going crazy over animation. I just wonder how back then people were feeling over Miss Piggy. Though this performance can say anything.
Could you play that song again for moi?
Sure.
Now the curtain is going up. The entertainer is taking her crown. Does her band stand and sings her song. Even gets all the odds.
Taylor's in charge. I'll be right back.
Yes, she knows just what she must do. Knows how to bring down the house when she's through. Snap and patter and jerks. She knows what pleases the folks. The entertainer, star making her bow. Does her dance step and sings her song. Even gets all the audience to sing along. Yeah, she knows just what she has done. Knows how to bring down the house when she's through. It's not with her and Joe Kino, the players of folks. The entertainer, the star of the show. Here we go, bringing home the port. The entertainer, the star of the show.
I don't know what that means, Taylor. What are you trying to indicate? Is there something you want to tell us, Taylor? It is. I think the only part I actually liked it, and oh, let me help me pause. When, Lord, I again, I don't care what anyone says. Frank Oz was the best Miss Piggy back then. The way that she. No, I'm gonna say this to get canceled. By the way, hold on a sec. Actually, no, I'm going to because you should watch the Dalton video on Springfield. What Dalton video on Springfield? Dalton released a video on Springfield? Wait. Why is she saying after the stream if we could just watch it right now? But yeah, like I was saying, because I already know where this is gonna go, but guess what? I'm just gonna pull it out there. Oh boy. You have fun. Ooh. And by the way, Taylor, you actually around later on too. I still want to know what the heck was that thing was about. Honestly, I'm kind of curious. I'm really curious about what that thing is. Did she mean like washing hands, or did she mean something else? I really do not know. Hopefully, we'll find out on the next episode of Dragon Ball Z. Ouch, my nose. Hey, Doogie! But yeah, like I was saying, I like how Miss Piggy was shaking her things, and then Ross over here, like, he's having a whole moment, and it's just so amazing. I just love the UK spots. I'll definitely have to take a time out to look at every UK spots. Oh, you're in this one? You know what, man? Yeah, let's watch it. It's only 35 minutes. Ooh. Whoa. Beautiful. Oh my. Y'all went to Volo? I'll take a pause real quick. I got a question. When did they took off his hat? This is the first time I'm seeing this dog without his hat. I think it looks good, but at the same time it looks cursed. Someone reminds me of Corporate Jasper without the hat. Like, okay, nice little intro. Okay. It's a 10 out of 10. I love it. Music choice is actually really good too. He's going to the NBA. Hey, look, there's Tyler. I think that's Tyler. Oh, okay. Oh, shoot. Ooh, look at Springfield. In 15 years? Okay, was this before the compressor broke or at... No, before.
It's right here.
I'm tripping.
It's right there.
Oh my god.
There it is. Look at that. There it is. We're here.
Gotta make the turn.
Holy crap, dude.
To the buffet!
Holy crap.
There it is.
That's so cool.
It's a little busy.
Yeah.
We should still go in today. I don't know if you can even see this on the camera right now. I'm driving up to it right now.
Oh, that's so cool.
There's Avenger Chuck. I can't tell you last time I seen that, dude.
In my heart, dude.
I feel you.
I cannot tell you the last time
Here it is.
I have seen Avenger Chuck E. Cheese.
That was worth the drive.
Hey guys, it's Dalton here.
I'm Tyler.
And
Oh my God, it's the
today
boys!
We're at the Springfield, Illinois Chuck E. Cheese Legacy Store. And this is the first time either of us have been to a Chuck E. Cheese's in 15 years.
Wow.
So
Long
it's
time,
going to be a
boys.
trip going inside here. It's going to be kind of crazy. We're actually really, really excited to see
It's a long.
how everything looks. And
I have so many emotions running right now.
yeah,
Last time I was at Chuck E. Cheese was I was 10 years old.
yeah,
So,
yeah, and I would have been about
Okay,
15.
I want to take a pause real quick. I'm not okay. I hate to pause at every moment, and I hate to do this every time we do these videos. But I can tell like how you're being yourself on camera, Tyler. Because no, we talked about that earlier today. It's like this is what I mean, like being yourself on camera. You're doing a really good job at it. We're like 2 minutes in, and you're doing a great job at being yourself on camera. It's so amazing. I love the work. Keep it up.
And so that's just good perspective on all that for us. So yeah, we're gonna go inside. They still
Love
have
the beer, by
box
the way.
inside, which we're really excited to see those guys performing. Hopefully they'll perform a show or two for us. And you know, I'm just excited. Like I'm genuinely really excited. So
I can't express it. I don't know how to express it right now.
Oh
all
boy.
right, so we're gonna head inside there.
Oh, I love the music. Double-sided doors. 2 entrance doorways. I haven't... Dang. I miss those. Oh, here we go. Forget that game room, right? Bruh, the best experience is like those chairs right there in the showroom. A lot of people just don't understand that, you know? Those chairs in the showroom are so beautiful. Oh, nice shot. Oh, that's you shaking? I know Illinois is like 12 hours away from me, but if I had to pick a flight for like 12 hours to go to Springfield, I would do it. Oh, you're crying.
It's surreal. That's what we missed out on. To be honest, that's
I don't want to leave. I want to be here forever. This is the place to be.
you get enough of listening song and walk down.
The air smacked me right in the face. The smells. Everything. Everything hit me.
All came back, right? All that last 15 years came back. The last 15 years caught up on one moment right here.
Anyways, it is a little busy here on a Sunday.
It's alright.
Which is good. No, it's a good thing. I love that it has people in here.
That gives it the proper atmosphere.
Oh my god, I couldn't even stand up there.
You gotta go look at them, yeah.
Oh, I'm good. No, that's fine. No, I love them. That's
They're
why.
absolutely gigantic.
They are huge.
They are.
They are huge.
They are
Holy
gigantic.
crap.
I did not. That's what I'm saying. Like I was telling you, we had never seen them in person before.
Nice.
Or we had, we didn't remember the scale.
We never got that close.
We never, this is
Just walked right up to it. I was not ready for that. That's what it was. I was not ready for that. I walked right up to it.
Yes, yes. He's going through it. Especially with them being in, like, you know, random mode, it amazed me. I wish I had that same energy when I saw New Orleans around 2022. Like, when I saw New Orleans, memory just came back to my head, seeing those animatronics. And you seeing this is like, again, so real, man. I feel that.
Okay, so far the experience here is so surreal. I don't even know how to explain it. There's no words to explain how cool it is in here. It's just a whole nother world in here, and I just think it's really, really cool. And if you have a chance to relive your childhood, I definitely recommend doing so, because for us it's been 15 years since we even stepped foot into a Chuck E. Cheese's, and all those childhood memories came flooding back instantly, absolutely instantly. And we were actually like just shaking in emotion, just how exciting it was, and you know, just remembering all the good times and stuff too. So that's absolutely crazy. Do you have anything to add to that?
I had a tear or two when we first walked in. We walked straight back here to the stage, and I wasn't ready for it. We walked right back here, and I looked at the stage, and as soon as we got to Pasquale, something just hit me. I lost all sense of thought, honestly. Like, it just...
Yeah, it literally.
Oh, I love the shirt, by the way. I love the
It
shirt.
takes your breath away in a way, right?
Where you got it from?
I didn't know what to expect. I was obviously expecting to be excited, but yeah, that feeling I experienced, I was not expecting to experience. I don't know how to explain it. You got to do it yourself.
Right?
To know what it's truly like to see these, especially the animatronics in person.
Seeing them in person.
Yourself.
Yeah.
The internet really does so much. I'm dead serious when I say that. So yeah, that's basically what I had to add.
I agree.
It's a surreal feeling when you see them in person. You don't realize how big they actually are too, which is the coolest part, because your perspective is only so good when you're watching them online, watching on YouTube and stuff. But seeing them in person, that's the real deal right there.
Yeah, so end of the day here, what I have to say is, honestly, I never want to leave here. I never want to leave. This is heaven on earth.
Yeah, that's what you said. It's like heaven here. So
I can't express the butterflies I get when I'm here. Just the genuine, like, just
the atmosphere.
The
Yeah.
of being happy is just
Yep.
unmatched from anywhere else
Yep.
I've ever been in my life.
It's like a safe place, really. It really is.
So that's what I say, guys.
Yeah, I mean, for me too, personally, it's I don't know, it's hard to explain, like I was saying earlier, the emotion, because without experiencing it for yourself, it's literally one of those things that each person has their own experience with it, their own emotion with it, their own childhood memories with it. So that's definitely, you know, I can't put it in enough words how awesome this place is. I'm truly thankful. We're both truly
Okay, that's
thankful
one thing I don't like about
that
Legacy
we're able to
stores.
venture
Like,
out
you have to
there
wait 45 minutes for a show.
It's like a dream come true. So yeah. So it's been an awesome trip. But yeah.
It's beginning of a show. Ladies and gentlemen, it's showtime. They're awake. Oh yeah. Uh-huh. Hey. Uh-huh. Well, be jerky there, Chucky. Look at those flows. I'm sorry. flows get to me. Jeez. I mean, they look great. Don't get me wrong, they look great, but flows. Some things you do fix, I guess. You know one thing I hate about Springfield? No, they're not good flows. Is how they got rid of the platform for Pasquale. Pasquale's literally the shortest one in the whole group. Like, it's weird. They moved Jasper a bit. Like, they moved Jasper like slant bit. I'm just now noticing this. But, like, I don't like that for Pasquale. That's so weird. I don't like it. Ladies and gentlemen, it's Bella! Bella Bunny! Bella! Bella! Oh, that's quick. Because wait till you see Jeff from his barrel. He'll be the tallest character on stage. Taxidermy Jasper, as we said, the who otherwise, right? 8 foot? I think so. Come on, Springfield. Do some better flows for Pasquale. Give him a platform. He ain't that midget. Like, damn. Okay, Jasper is the tallest in the group, but y'all making Pasquale look like a midget. Okay, this one thing I do not like. It's how you're gonna get Bella in and every other character's on the TV screen. Come on, corporate, make up your mind. So stupid. Makes sense. Well, he predicted it right. I hope they get a new compressor soon. Corporate really needs to invest in something. This look a type of stage that can be in the exhibit that should be on display, honestly. Chucky's Make-Believe Band.
And also the famous words of TJ Productions, you cannot skip out on the cheesy bread. And there's Bella. We also got a really nice, yummy looking pepperoni pizza. So.
Yeah, tell him, Tyler, tell him.
I didn't say anything.
Oh, I love this right here, this little music. This little music right here is so beautiful. Oh. Oh, no, song that's playing. Oh, song right here. You guys did some real nice choice with the music. It's just nostalgia opioids. Just love it.
I took a while to decide what I wanted.
Ugh. Hey, hey, hey. Oh, he's knew he had something inside of him. Hey, it's David's favorite song. David, get into the chat. I know you hear Casper. Stop zoning out, sister. He's on. Somebody get Abe on. There she is. Dang, 13 hours. It's a well-known fact, ladies and gentlemen. As soon as Ava hears a Jasper song, she jumps in real quick. That is true. You do me, girl. It was. Guys, don't worry. Dog Days of Summer are gonna probably get a re-upload too. Love it.
Alright, so there's Chuck E. Cheese's Springfield. The Legacy Store in Springfield,
Wow.
Illinois.
I like how the outro and this happens. How dare
Best
they?
experiences ever.
Yeah, I agree. I could not be more happy with that experience, so sorry for the loud sounds and
Oh yeah.
concrete jungle sound effects of nature.
Back into the real world. Feels weird leaving. I don't want to leave. But yeah, so
It's alright, we'll come back tomorrow.
we'll be here. Every tomorrow.
Check it out again. Alright, cool. Alright, see you later, Chucky. Hey everyone, just wanted to add this in to the end here. A couple things I wanted to reiterate about on our trip to Springfield. Kind of didn't really mention it on location because we were just kind of overwhelmed with everything that was going on. We were so excited. Basically, we just had a sensory overload, and it was kind of hard to, explain things, what we were feeling while we were filming, because we were just kind of in the moment, and it's, we usually don't make a whole lot of videos on in the moment for us, so we were just kind of taking it all in and experiencing it and just having a great time. Even if our facial expressions kind of didn't show it sometimes. I know sometimes I didn't look like I was really smiling or anything, but really I was. We both were just having the absolute best time of our life. And it was just so surreal being able to go on this trip and go and see what we'd been seeing online for so long. I mean, we just got into this stuff back in last October 2024.
Oh wow.
And being able to see all of it again, just kind of watching YouTube videos and stuff, was crazy. But then we actually got to go do it ourselves and see it in person, experience it all over again, and it was a real surreal feeling. The thing that we forgot to mention, was when we were younger, Tyler and I, we both did not like the animatronics or the walk around for that matter.
What?
We were terrified of them as little kids. And we had nothing to do with those. We didn't want to go anywhere around the animatronics in the showroom. We were always just stuck in the game room, so we never really wanted to be around that stuff. We always tried to avoid every minute of it that we could because that was just terrifying to us. But then I found out about, you know, FNAF. There's Freddy Fazbear there. Started figuring out about that stuff, and I was like, wow, this stuff's actually really cool. And then Tyler started looking back and reminiscing on Chuck E. Cheese's and stuff, and then he got me into it again because I started remembering stuff too. So basically, we both just started binging YouTube videos of Chuck E. Cheese animatronics, shows, and everything, and got super addicted and hooked onto it. And it was just a surreal moment being able to actually go see him in person because technically we never really had. We basically had ignored him our whole lives, and we finally were able to go experience them like we should have when we were younger, and we didn't. But thankfully, we were able to finally do so. And but also walking into the Springfield Legacy store, it felt just like our original childhood store out here in Colorado, and we were just blown away by that feeling when we walked in because the last time we were there was in 2010, and our childhood store closed in 2020. And I mean, they completely closed it. They didn't even remodel it. They just closed it for good. Now it's an AutoZone. So
I thought that was location
the fact
called out.
that it kind of felt like how we left off was insane because we came back to something that we left behind, and it literally felt like just like a dream, and it was insane. We were just super excited to be able to go back and relive our childhood in a way, and kind of just continue
Yeah.
So
I can't think of it right now.
but yeah, that's just a couple things I wanted to point
I know
out that
location,
we forgot to point
like,
out
in the area.
actual trip itself. So since we're back home now, I can just do it here real
No,
quick
it's in
and
Colorado.
actually end the video. But anyways, we want to thank everyone so much for
Trying to think.
watching,
Hold on.
and also a lot of you have provided footage on YouTube, and without you guys, we wouldn't even be able to experience that stuff, or even this trip that we took wouldn't have even existed. We literally
think so. I think it
came
was
up with
Fort
an idea
Collins.
to go on this trip
Did Fort Collins close?
just so we could see it all again.
Yeah.
And it was thanks to everyone here that has made videos and stuff, we were able to make it happen. And from the bottom of our hearts, we thank you guys because it really
Yeah, it was
did
Fort
change our lives. It was the last few years have been kind of tough, and finding something that was so happy and so exciting, and it reinvited us back into our childhoods, and it was something we kind of had pushed away, and without being able to actually experience this, we would have just been kept going on, just day to day, like we had been doing. But when we found a fun and happy place like this, we really got super excited about all of it, and we wanted to see it again. And we thank you guys so much for being able to provide footage and encourage people like us to go out and actually do it, because it really did change everything. So, but if you haven't done it yourselves, if you have not gone to a Chuck E. Cheese Legacy store, I strongly recommend you do so. Especially if you love the animatronics and the atmosphere. I mean, a few of them are, remodeled and everything, but like Springfield, it's pretty much left alone. I mean, it has the original Phase 4 art on the front of the building. A lot of Phase 4 booths are in there and everything. There's a lot of Avenger Chuck E. Cheese branded stuff in there still.
That's amazing.
So that's, it gives me that atmosphere of 2005. In 2006, when we went several times back in the mid and late 2000s. So it really felt like how it was. But yeah, I definitely recommend going and checking it out for yourselves if you can, because it's just a huge trip down memory lane, and it's exciting as heck. So thank you guys so much for watching. We'll have another video out soon. There will be more, footage from the rest of our trip that we took. So stay tuned for that one. Until then, guys, we'll catch you in the next one. Take care. See you later.
That was beautiful. That was very, very, very beautiful. I remember that poster. Some of those I do remember. I've been seeing those a lot. Hey, the same shirt I got. That is so cool. Wow. Oh my god. That that was beautiful. That was really, really beautiful. Tyler, Dalton, you guys outdid yourselves with that trip. 13 hours to drive to a store is like, so some people they say that it's crazy and they're like, you're out of your mind. Why would you drive 13 hours just to go to a store? But that there shows like pure dedication. Oh, 13 hours you spent. Okay, my bad. Longer than that. Okay. But again, no matter how long the drive was, or depending how long the drive was and how many hours you spent, some people can say like it's crazy, that's insane, but that there is pure dedication, and again, my hats and my respect to you guys for doing that, and to Taylor too, because this show how much dedication, and to Chris Ballard to everyone else that just goes out their way and drive to these locations, show how much dedication put in, and from seeing like how you guys was 15 years without seeing like animatronics and not nostalgic is it again it made me, it prompts me to you guys that you guys took this time, took y'all time out to go out there and see what it is. Um, exactly. You don't know how long they'll last, so you gotta make the trip worth it while it's still here. I totally agree with you, Tyler. I totally agree with you. Yes, Chuck E. Cheese themselves is struggling, and whether your store has a 2.0 or your store was a legacy store or what, make the trip worth it because the moment you step in the building, nostalgic overloads and everything just really comes back. And I think that's the answer to the question to that topic that I'll have to finish up on. But you guys seeing that stage, everything, and I make a lot of jokes about Springfield. A lot. And I do make jokes about Springfield, but at the end of the day, I do give my respects to Springfield. I do give respects to that stage, to the employees, everyone that works at the store. Because Springfield is like a store that has so much history too. But for you guys to take that drive out there is amazing. And seeing those 3 stage animatronics, again, it's truly amazing. And I give props to everyone that takes their time out to just go see those stages. And it's like you can't you can't get that back, you know. It's a one, I mean, you can, but you just can't get that back the moment you step in. It's just, you know, I know that feeling. When I seen New Orleans for the first time, when I was a young kid, seeing that 3 stage for the final time before they unfortunately remodeled the next upcoming year, I was in shock. I wanted to see that stage for a very, very, very long time, but I never had a chance to do it. But right when I heard that their remodel was coming up, I finally took that trip on Christmas Eve to finally go out there and go see that stage. And telling you, man, seeing a 3 stage, a Studio C, Cyberamics, like nostalgic just overloads and those animatronics, they just do something to you. Again, everybody has their own different perspective when it comes to Chuck E. Cheese. It could be the food, the games, the rides, the artwork, but one thing a lot of people do have in common is those animatronics. And again, I'm glad that you boys took the time out of your schedule and took that drive and spent like 13 hours in that store. Again, it that is pure dedication. A lot of dedication that I love seeing from fans out there. Again, it amazed me. It really does amaze me. People might say y'all crazy for what y'all did, but at the same time, they just gotta know the feeling to really understand what it feels like stepping into a childhood place that, again, is out there. Yes, when I say I'm a fan, I mean I'm a fan. Exactly, man, exactly. And I know that feeling, man. I know that feeling. I haven't seen Cyberamic since 2012, and that was at White Settlement. White Settlement was the only store that I seen Cyberamics from the holiday 2011 all the way up to April 2012 was the last and only time I see those Cyberamics. I've been planning on going back to Texas and hopefully see that store again. Fortunately, I couldn't because they closed during 2020 during the pandemic. Um, oops. But I know for sure I do have Damon, who I live about 2 to 3 hours away, and I know how to set an appointment, whatever. But my plan is, go through that time capsule and go see his place. And again, if I have enough money to save up, I can go to like various other places like Billy Bob's or any other of those legacy store locations or stores that still has animatronics that's under the legacy playlist. Again, you just never know. You may never know what can happen with this company and stuff. So at the end of the day, you guys, whether you still have your store, whether it's a 2.0, a legacy location, or have a stage that's, is on your legacy playlist, take the time out to really go and visit, because you may never know when the last time you might see that store that you grew up during childhood, and it just faintly goes away. We've seen it already. We've seen it with the pandemic. We're now seeing it again with various closed locations. We just lost 2 stores as of tonight, and we're seeing more and more happening. So, is it worth the trip? Yes, it's definitely worth the trip, and that proves to me that really proves to me that that even with the 2.0 remodels, the magic is literally still there. Originally, I was gonna say no in the video, but after watching your guys' video and watching how you guys overload and stuff, even though I seen it as a legacy store, but I still see this as a regular store that's like kind of mixture up with 2.0. Now I kind of see that it's still there. Honestly, it's really still there. Honestly, I know that feeling, man. My stage was a Kappa, and we used to have the Sky 2. Sky 2 got removed. We lost our store. It got remodeled due to the hurricane. Even if the Studio C weren't program anymore, I will still go to that store and watch my boy, because, like I said, I grew up on Studio C's. I love Studio C's. I will die on a hill and say that the Alpha is my all-time favorite stage. And I wish Metairie was still around, the old location. Despite how bad it was, I still wish they were still around, because I checked out that store one time in such a long time. And, I just kind of wish I relived so much moments and many more moments of checking out these locations that I went during childhood, and now seeing them, Darn. So, but again, that was beautiful, guys. That was so beautiful. Love the video. Love the video. Alright. God, please. My arm's like killing me. I don't know what's going on with it. I'm trying to move it. Hope I can get like a bone pop. I guess not. Alright, y'all. Trying to think what else here. At least she put y'all on too. That was actually great. Yeah, she said that and dipped it. I still want to know what that emoji is. Like, that was I'm not a messenger, but like, so Taylor, what is that emoji you put in? What's that about? Like, kind of curious, Ooh, okay, let me see. Alright, so, what I want to do next? Oh yeah, so Thursday. I didn't want to play this Thursday, but, chaos ensues always comes up in my way. I want to play this interview that I did about 3 years ago. I posted it on my page, and let me find it real quick. You guys look at the blinds. Let me find it real quick. So, I'm gonna share a little context about this interview here. Actually, oh, look at that. Videos. You remember this one, Kirsten? This 1 minute 33-second video. My concerns for Constant Cheese Entertainment. Anyway, so it's kind of old. It's an old interview. I don't know. I was having a conversation with Taylor the other night, and then this apparently just popped up in my head. So let me find it. Let me find it. Did not click on the thing. So I shared this like years ago, but so basically I reached out to a dude named Sean. He does like videos with like rappers and stuff. And alright, shit, I got my phone. And I reached out to him one day because I was like, I was checking his stuff out and everything, and I was like, let me see if he can get me on for like a little interview and stuff. So I sent him both of my channels. No, I sent him not both my channels. I sent him my Instagram and stuff and the channels and all. We kind of like went from there. Was a bit nervous at first. I didn't think he was like gonna put me on, but he did. So give me 1 second. Let me get to it. Cause I gotta step out the room again. So this is like 50 minutes and 29 seconds. Yeah. So this was like old. Back when me and Chad were still on terms and stuff. So you guys get to hear some behind the scenes stories that you can hear about. Alright, let me read these comments real fast. I'm not part of fandom for the reason negativity, which that's good. I originally was. It's funny to see everyone so overall glad that I found you guys with the 4K. Yeah, crazy ride, guys. I think it's true. That's definitely true. Crazy ride. Yes. Okay, it ain't a long one. 50 minutes ain't that long, pal. But okay. But yeah, let's get this started. Yeah, it's a long one. I'm joking.
And we're back again with Conversations. I'm Sean from DevoApparel.store, and today I have a very special guest with me. Go ahead and introduce yourself.
Alright, hey everyone, how you all doing? My name is Charles Tucker. I am the CEO of the brand YouTube channel, Constant Cheese Entertainment, and it's a pleasure to be on this channel. Sean, thank you for having me.
Yeah, man, I appreciate you reaching out, and I was really... Because you have a couple of channels too, correct? Like not just one. Because you sent me a couple of different, channels and pages, and it was unique what you were doing. Because offhand, I'm thinking, okay, so this is like a Chuck E. Cheese centered, like.
So I can grab the mic, y'all.
But see, here's the thing, like, and I want to get into like why you do what you do, what is ultimately is that you do, like what you would consider what it is, because of course you're the brains behind it. But man, we live in this unique time, and I say it all the time, so this is what's awesome. I got so excited I didn't bring my mic over. We live in this unique time where
It's
if you
tweet.
literally have a passion,
Oh Lord.
there is a way for you to pursue that passion.
Oh, okay. So one thing I love the most that when Chad heard about this interview and started watching the video stuff, he always said that he said he loves when Sean always said the word passion. Like we were supposed to do like a follow-up discussion after this. Yeah, there was supposed to be a discussion on the O channel about this follow-up interview and stuff, and we was like going to talk about it and everything. But I remember Chad was like, I always like it when he say passion, and every time he says it, like I just busted out laughing. But yeah, there was supposed to be like a discussion about this at one point actually, and we were supposed to like promote it and stuff. So yeah, Jesus Christ, constant tweak. We got a lot of constant names in here. Constant cheeser. Constant cheese bib lovers, constant peak, constant squeeze, constant cheese lotion, constant cheese Vaseline. Y'all keep coming up with these nicknames, bro. This is crazy.
And actually make money off of it too. You see, there used to be a time where if you were passionate about whatever it was, let's just say I'm wearing a St. Louis Cardinals shirt. Let's just say you were passionate about the Cardinals. The options to be able to make money off that passion, if you weren't a coach or you weren't, you know what I mean, selling memorabilia, or you wasn't, a player, the odds of you being able to actually have a hobby and a passion that you pursued that also brought money in as an entrepreneurship was very slim. You know, you almost had to have, like I said, you almost had to be selling the memorabilia or making a product with it. Or you had to do something if you weren't a player or a coach of the team.
Yeah.
And now we live in this unique time where, dude, if you're passionate about Chuck E. Cheese, you can create a YouTube channel and you can create a podcast and you can create different content. And of course, we'll get more into what the channel is and all of that, but and the show and all that. But it's just the idea that, like, man, that really, like, intrigues me and also excites me because, like I said before, man, the time is now. Like there is so much opportunity to turn whatever your passion is into a reality and live the dream. You know what I mean? Where 10 years ago, there just wasn't as much opportunity to do that. You know what I mean? In different platforms.
Right. Yeah, I see what you mean, yeah.
Yeah, so go ahead and break down what it is that you do, and we'll go from there.
Sure. Well, of course, I know some people might be kind of curious about what I do, and so to really break it down to it, I have this brand, like I mentioned, Constant Cheese Entertainment, and the whole purpose of this brand is that, of course, on my YouTube channel, and of course on my Instagram page, it's about us spreading the whole history with Chuck E. Cheese, and I know a lot of people think different about the restaurant chains, but
no. But you,
Marvel Studios' The Fantastic Four is the #1 movie in the world 2 weeks in a row. Now play.
oh boy. Probably so. Oh, I remember when this one
about
glitched
this
out.
chain of the restaurant is that
Damn it, Zoom.
we do a lot of history and learn from these restaurants, especially with their animatronic shows. And of course, despite
I remember this moment.
today with
There you go.
animatronics, you know, with things like Five Nights at Freddy's and the other horror movie I can't think of right now.
Willie's,
stores,
no,
they're literally
Willie's
taking out
Funhouse or something,
the
and
shows
Pandora.
for like a dance floor thing. So basically, what we do for our channel is that we go over the history of it, and I have a talented team of people who are also Chuck E. Cheese fans that lives different parts of the world, like California, Tennessee, Florida, you name it, like every fan everywhere. So like a very huge bond of the company, and everyone got their own interests with the chain, whether it's like the shows, the atmosphere, or the different environment of the inside. For me, at least, what really makes me want to start this channel, because I have been like really into this brand ever since I was a young kid, like many of us were, and I think that you were around that time visiting Chuck E. Cheese. I believe so, if you have visited one before or not. But,
Oh yeah, definitely.
well, for me, it's the history behind the whole, behind the whole place is just amazing, and words can't explain how much I love it. And as a kid, even up to now, and I'm so glad I'm doing this interview, because I was always that person who was like keeping it like so private among like many other people because of how people would view it. And I'll admit, I did got fun of about it, and I did got told that I was too old for the chain, and now I'm officially 20 years old, and I'm still doing this, and it's a dream of mine of doing, to create this podcast, which, this whole podcast, our podcast, Chuck E. Talk Show, it really changed me a lot, because I was in the struggle of making videos of different channels left to right, and this whole step up, a real game changer. One of our last seasons, we have interviewed one of the voice actors from the late 80s, early 90s, Chuck E. Cheese's.
That's
And
awesome.
we are on our third season. As of now, by the time this interview is out, we are on a little hiatus because I'm busy with college work and other stuff right now. But we are really improving our brand of going forward. We have released our merch store, which is on redbubble.com if everyone's interested in buying our merch. And of course, we have surpassed 500 subscribers. Our goal is to reach the 1K hopefully soon and promote the channel out. It's just that this is a dream of mine of doing, and I'm so glad and been blessed with the many people I have along the way, especially with my partner, Studio Shows Entertainment, Chad Corby. Shout out to him. Without him, his amazing talent, that we wouldn't be here today making this sort of magic, not only for fans, but for generations around the world to really enjoy and come see to our reasoning what is the magic of Chuck E. Cheese means to us.
Yeah, man. I mean, that was beautifully said, and that's what I'm talking about. That's why I wanted to open it up with, if you have a passion, we live in a day and time now where, one, people are not ashamed anymore to talk about what their passion is. You know what I mean? Like you said, like, when people say, wait a minute, it's Chuck E. Cheese, like, what are you doing? You know what I mean? But at the same time, it's like, it doesn't matter. It's the same as someone being into a certain type of music. At the same as someone being interested in a certain movie. Like, if I was to take my camera and spin it around, you would see multiple pictures of Rocky because it's inspirational to me. And that was a movie I saw when I was a kid, and I don't feel weird that I have Rocky on the wall. You know what I mean? Like, it inspires me, it motivates me. And what you find is one, we live in a day and time where people are not alone in how they feel about things, right? Like, so with the internet, we're finding out, hey, wait a minute, there's other people that are interested in this as well. And then two, it is, once again, we have platforms like YouTube and being able to do podcasts where now, like you said, people all over the world that help contribute to this channel and the product that you put out because they have a similar passion. And then being able to interview one of the voice actors, like, that's a huge milestone in what you're wanting to
This is dropping in a few
And I know
days.
myself, like, I will watch, there's a couple of YouTube channels that I watch where it's not centered around one brand specific, but they'll talk about, like, the rise and fall of, you know, a certain company, or they'll talk about, like, how a certain company was created. You know what I mean? Like, one of those channels is Hook. I don't know if you've ever heard of him, but they'll put out videos where how companies got started and who created it, and all of that always interests me because I'm interested in entrepreneurship. I want to know how people made it, and I just don't want to know how. Like, I primarily interview, you know, rap artists, but I don't want to just know how they made it. I want to know how, you know, Betty Crocker made it. I want to know how, like, you know, KFC was made, McDonald's. Like, I want to know how all these different businesses were made, because at the end of the day, there's always principles to success. Success leaves clues. And so it interests me to know how things are developed. And then, like I said, it really interests me that, you know, you take something that you're passionate about. Because here's the thing, too. Like, when you have a dream, there are a lot of people out there that be like, man, I want to do this, or I want to do that, like, whatever it is, right? Like, they have this dream, they have this goal, and this is what they want to accomplish. But the problem is they're not passionate about it. They like the idea of it, but the idea of it's not going to be enough to keep you going when it gets tough, right? When it doesn't happen as soon as you want it to happen, when it's not making money, or when it's not seeming like you're getting any traction. But if you're passionate about it, you would be doing this regardless if there was any other thing attached to it. Regardless if you have 500 subscribers, regardless if there was a chance to make money off of it, regardless of anything else, you would still be in the Chuck E. Cheese, regardless, right? Like, so the fact that you can take that passion and pursue it in a way that connects other people to that passion and then turn it into a business is like, it's a win-win, because
Mainly this whole interview, he was.
if you have to work
Don't worry,
on
I'm gonna follow
while
right
you're in
around.
school, and while you have other obligations, and while you have other things that you're doing in your life, you don't care to work on it because it's something you're passionate about. It fuels itself. And when you pursue your passion, that's, I don't know, it's when you're really living. You know what I mean? It's just when you're really connected to what you want to do with your life. And so, yeah, man, I think it's awesome that you, one, are pursuing that, because I'm really connected when people are just pursuing their passion. Like, I love that. The reason I do what I do, is because I'm passionate about it. I've always had a passion for helping people and encouraging people, and it's played out many different ways in my life. But now it's playing out where I'm getting to meet awesome people like you and others, and getting to talk to them about their dreams, and then getting to do like two of the things that I love to do, which is one, if I'm watching TV or if I'm listening to something, it's usually a podcast or it's usually something on YouTube that's telling me how someone made it. So now I'm getting to do what I would do in my spare time with people. Like, how did you make this happen? How did you do this? How did you write this song? How did you whatever? It's like I'm getting to have that conversation with people, and I'm also getting to encourage people at the same time, because people listen to this, like I said, success leaves clues. And so I think it's awesome that you're pursuing your passion. And like I said, the fact that it might not seem like it's a normal thing for people to be passionate about, I think is really intriguing and really cool, because it just goes to show you that, like, hey man, we wouldn't have 500 subscribers, even though that may not seem like a lot to some people. It's more than I got. But what I'm saying is like, that's a huge milestone, and it goes to show that there are other people that are just as passionate. When I was watching the different videos, I could tell there was some production value to what y'all were doing. It wasn't just throwing on a camera and saying, hey, you know, I mean, there's a lot to it. So I thought that was really awesome. So when did the show and everything that you're doing with like the podcast and all that, when did that launch?
Oh wow, that's a very interesting question. I did tell myself I was going to make a video of this, but now I can actually explain this. So the whole thing of the podcast, it started way back around 2019. It first launched around May 17th of 2019. It was me and two other people, and we were just having this little group chat. And, like I said, at that time I was like making new channels left to right, and I remember one person saying that my channel was so dry with like no videos of content. So I went ahead and I was like, okay, I guarantee you that the videos will get better. You'll see. And so I took it and went ahead and was like, hey, what about we start this podcast thing? So there's like, sure. And so we recorded on my old tablet back then. For our first episode was like the
Maybe one day I just have to show what the old tablet looks like. I think it's somewhere in my mom's house.
And of course, it had a few background noise because didn't have my siblings around during that time, and I did the editing on my end on my tablet. And at first, I didn't really know how people were going to react to the first episode. I didn't know it was like, okay, is this really great, or is this something not that great? The background noise is too bad. Is it something that we missed out? Because this is basically us putting random thoughts in our head. And so after a few weeks or so, the first episode, the views went up great, and people were saying, no, this was a great episode, great topic, and some of them say that there were some interesting facts that they didn't even know before. And I was like, wow, this is absolutely crazy. So we did great for this first episode, and after a while we did another episode with the next thoughts of the year, then another episode with the next thought, another episode with the thoughts, and we just kept on pushing more and more. And I was saying this on Studio Showbiz Chat podcast, so Screaming Austin, saying that like
That's not on this channel
it's
anymore.
hard to run a channel as a brand. And you will know this too, like the feedback people would get, positive feedback or negative feedback. And I was explaining this to a friend the other night. I said, like, honestly, it doesn't matter what the feedback might be, as long as it's something that you love to do. I mean, yes, in this world, you're going to get a positive feedback, you're going to get a negative feedback. Sometimes negative feedback could get into you. And to me, at least, for example, those negativities that I had, whether it was on the channel or me growing up, it got into me, because during the time I was always being picked on for the way I look, talk, or like what I even like. And I just went ahead and thought like, okay, I don't want to. I always thought like just giving up on my dreams and just not caring. But after with the first episode and many more episodes, it became like, wow, people are really listening into this thing. It's something that I really achieved. And to remind too that I was the first person, not to brag or nothing, but I was the first one to really start a podcast for CC fans. And after a while, there was many more podcasters out there, and some didn't really last long. And
Yeah, I actually want to point that on fact. I did want to point that out. So, again, not trying to brag, I was like, technically I was the first, like, YouTuber, podcaster, in a way. I mean, I know you guys, like, we kind of did have Chuckster Chat, but that was, like, more like I guess a topic series. I don't know. I gotta actually hear on that one. But I do remember a lot of other types of podcasts that came and suddenly just like go away. Like they just literally went away. And, I was like, dang, I kind of started something that everybody else is pushing on. And then they tried and I guess everybody just gave up or whatever. I don't know.
it's crazy to think that like I really set like an impact reflecting on people in the community side. And I remember one night it was me and our other buddy who used to be on our show. He was saying like one day you're gonna be on Radio Showbiz, which is showbiz.com. It's a website where everyone can be a kid for CAC fans. But I was like, yeah, man, I can actually see that happening. And I contacted the guy about it, saying like, hey, just wondering if we can get the podcast on the show. The first time he didn't really answer back. He's a busy dude, by the way.
Yeah.
And so I reached back to him the second time. At one night, I said, hey, I reached out to you about this. Is there like any way you can put it on? And we were just talking, waiting for a reply back. His name is Travis, by the way. And shout out to Travis. He's a very great dude. He was like, sure, let's put it on the show. And so that after that night, it was like incredible. Like we had the show on Radio Showbiz. We had our first 4 episodes. He should put the rest up very soon. No rush at all, Travis, if you're watching. But it amazed me to think that how much of an impact I'm really putting in to this channel with the hard work and dedication. And like KS said about when you watch for the videos, it's not just us being on camera saying, hey, and what's the videos about. It's us taking our time out and research of doing all of this. Like, for example, one of the successful videos that I think I'm really mostly proud of, well, in my opinion, I'm mostly proud of, is one of my top 3 reasons about why Chuck E. Cheese is like a Sesame Street Muppet wannabe. And of course, I'm a huge fan of the Muppets. We are making new changes with having them on the channel. And that video really took me a while to think, like, at first, no one's really going to sit down and really watch this. Who's really going to really listen to my voice and hear what I got to say. But after a while, with so many other stuff was going around, it took me to note, like, I need to make this topic. I need my voice to be heard. And so that's what I did. I did my little research on both sides of the ends, and I went ahead, type up my script, read over it, record it, and edit it. And next thing you know, people were sharing it on their story, my posts and comments about how they agree about what I was saying. And it's just, like I said, it's crazy to think how much of an impact the channel and myself is making in this community, because who would know, like, if I gave up on the stream now, I wouldn't be here.
Yeah.
Happen. And I am truly blessed for all the friends and all the fans that's been supporting me since day one of the channel and the podcast. And I'm really excited to see what the future holds for this whole brand in general.
Yeah. I mean, and it's awesome to hear the story of how it got started, because one of the things I wanted to kind of pick apart there was when you said, like, the first episode was recorded on a tablet, there was background noise, the editing wasn't probably as good as you wanted it to be, or whatever, you know, and then you're kind of having some doubts, but then to see it kind of take off and people interact with it and appreciate the content, I think it's a testament to what stops most people on the pursuit of their dream is starting. The start stops most people.
Right.
Because they think, oh, well, if I'm going to do this, I can't record it on a tablet. I got to have a camera. And I can't just use the camera's microphone. I need to have a podcast microphone. And if I'm going to edit this, I need to probably buy Adobe Premiere or another video editing software because I want it to be edited really well. And what happens is they start thinking that they have to have everything perfect. And you don't need perfect. What you need is purpose. And what you found was the purpose, right? What you found was the passion. And when you connect it to that, all that other stuff doesn't matter. If you, one of my favorite things to do is to go to like a big YouTube channel, right? And what I'll do is like when you're on the app,
the Chile Store Play Fun for All last. There's a video of it. No, Pro City.
Videos, and it'll show you their latest uploads. But if you click from showing newest, and then you click to oldest, it'll show you their first videos. And I love going back and watching their first videos because what you find out is that the way you see them now is not the way that they started. And that is so true for people that are on the journey to do what they want to do with their lives, is to realize, don't psych yourself out. So what all you have is a tablet? So what there's background noise? So what maybe the editing isn't how you really want it to be? So what? Get started. Just do it. Just do it. Take the first step. And then learn how to celebrate your steps. And that's another part of your story that I really enjoy hearing is that you're celebrating the steps. Like you said, there's always going to be negativity out there. People who do not, well, let me see how I want to word this. I feel like if someone's taking time to hate on someone else, it's because they're not happy. And that's just facts. Anytime that people hate on someone, it's because they're not happy. They're jealous. Something's not in their life that is causing them to want to lash out at someone else. Because if you're happy and you're winning in your life, you don't worry about someone else winning. You're thankful and glad that they are. Like you're celebrating the fact that someone else is winning because you're winning. But if you feel threatened, if they're doing what you want to do, if you're jealous because they're pursuing what they want to do, no matter how silly it may seem to someone else, it's going to bother you. You know what I mean? Only if you're insecure about that. So realizing where hate comes from helps me handle hate differently. But I'm also intrigued at the fact that you said, you know what, I'm just going to focus on the steps that I'm taking forward. And each is progressing with each time. Like you said, getting featured on that is a huge step for y'all. You know what I mean? And as you said, the rest of the episodes are going to be uploaded soon. So it's like, it's awesome just to see the progression of like how you go from recording on a tablet, where now I see you obviously have a microphone in front of you. You know what I mean? Like things are upgrading. Like I said, I've checked out the channel. I can see the different types of videos you're doing. So yeah, man, like I think this is awesome. And like I said, again, I know I'm sounding like a broken record, but it's just a testament that if you have something you're passionate about, go for it. There's a market, there is, and more than a market, there are other people who enjoy it as well. You're not the only person that likes this. And so go for it. And whatever this is, you know, for you it's Chuck E. Cheese, for me it's motivation. It's like we're not the only people that like those things. There are other people, there's an audience. And if you're passionate about it, then there's a reason why you're passionate about it. And you might as well do it. You might as well put it out there. So what do you see? Oh, well, I have a couple questions. So let me ask this one first. What is next for you?
I like this one.
What do you see in the immediate future and in the far future for Concept Cheese and just the show and the podcast and just everything you're kind of working on with it? I know you said that you may start adding some other content that includes like the Muppets and things like that. But what do you see in the near future and in the far future?
That's a good question. Honestly, I'm a person that really never cared much about the future or the past. I just let it be on its own. But the future for Concept Cheese, you know, that's a question I always ask myself every time. What is the future for this industry? Where is it going to be next? I'm really hoping that the future for this brand is that whatever happens, like if we end the show on a good note, or if we just, you know, go away for a while, I'm hoping that people remember this by, not only just being a podcast that's just, or a brand that's just, started something for the company and making all these videos and all, but I just wanted to remember by not only just fans, but just generating down the line for kids who want to start making a podcast, who wants to start doing videos, who are in the corner in their rooms, like just crying, saying that they ain't gonna make it out of this world being a somebody. My hope for this is to reflect onto this future generation of kids, or to adults in general. Like, if you want to start making a podcast, want to start doing videos, whatever it is, like you said, with motivation, talking to rappers and entrepreneurs, then go for it. I mean, yes, people are going to get at you for whatever, they're going to put you down, but my hopes is that I be an impact in this world, of being someone who says that negativity, you can have it, you get negativity all the time, but you need to not let the negativity get to you. Keep on pushing forward. If you want to make it up to the top of the game or to the mountain, keep pushing forward. What's going to stop you from reaching your dreams and goals?
Yeah.
Literally nothing. Just keep on pushing forward. Like I said, for me, I face negativity all the time, whether it's with the channel or with personal stuff. But I can't let that get into me because I have people that support what I do, what I love. And of course, there's so many people wanting to shout out, but the thing is, just gotta keep pushing forward to reach my dreams and goals. Maybe one day, people are gonna look at me when I'm walking down the street and notice my channel. Maybe some people won't. Some people might like it. Some people might like it. But, who cares about what people think? As long as you're having your dreams and your goals, that's all that matters. But that's my way of seeing the future for it, is that, I have let an impact for the future generation. As like, if you want to start a podcast or you want to start a channel, you don't know where to start, then, check what I do. Like I said, I started everything with a tablet. I mean, I didn't know where I was going to go to next. Now look at me. I got a microphone, got a laptop. So much stuff had been happening with me throughout my life, but there's another thing too. Always staying positive. And I know it's a hard thing to do, and I have learned from it the hard way. But if you keep on remaining positive and just keep going with the flow, then you're going to keep on being better and pushing forward. It's not a hard thing to do. I know it's going to be hard for some people, but still, if you keep on pushing forward and keep on staying positive, and whatever you're doing, failure is going to come in all the time. I get it. But don't let the failure get, if plan A doesn't work, go with plan B. If plan B doesn't work, go on to plan C or plan D until you get it right. That's my message of it for the future. Hoping, that this whole brand leaves a very huge impact for not only its fans, but for the whole future generation. More to come.
Yeah, I love it. It's an ambitious goal, and it's a big goal, because I think at the end of the day, that's what our life is for. You know what I mean? I think inspiration and motivation and encouragement, that's what we're supposed to do for one another while we're here on this earth. Because we don't know how long we're going to be here. You know what
That's
I mean?
what I like about that part. I like that part so much.
Thought they were going to wake up today.
That's why I stay quiet.
You know what I mean? So, since we have breath in our lungs, we have to use it. And it's best used when we pursue our passion. Because when we pursue our passion, our purpose is linked to our passion. And so, when we can see as to why we're intrigued by something or why we need to express something, we see a bigger purpose behind it, which is the encouragement and the impact that it can have on people. Like you said, whether it's just someone, feeling justified in the fact that they can follow their dreams now from what you do, and just that being an inspiration to be like, dude, it doesn't matter what it is, just go for it. I think that's an awesome message to give out. So what, I know you said y'all are on a hiatus now, is the content and the podcast, is there a plan for that to start back up soon, or?
I have a follow-up
Yes,
post on that.
we just really at the moment, but I'm gonna be honest with you on here, it's really been a hard time because everybody's ends is like they're busy with school and they're busy with work and all, and as of right now, we're supposed to have the release of our next topic, like our next evolution. I don't know when that'll be yet because I still have to edit one part of it, and then I have another
Oh, that was
topic
part
that
two.
possibly by the time this video might be out for a new topic episode. I'm not sure just yet. I'm just really playing around with this new idea, but we have some new ideas coming in. We're trying to expand some new topics out at the moment, some new discussions, but it's just been hard because we have released some of our own members due to reasonings, and of course we are planning on coming back soon. I don't know when it will be just yet because everybody is taking a break from the channel, and of course I definitely myself needed this break for a very long time, and so I'm hoping soon. We're planning on getting more interviews out very soon with more people. It's just been hard, and we're just trying to come idea with some new topics. But yeah, the talk show and the whole channel will be back up running soon. Might be right the time this interview's out. Might be up running. I mean, I'm not 100% sure, but yeah, it'll be out we'll be out with more topics very soon before you know it.
Yeah.
I had to make a follow-up
One of
post
the
on
reasons
topics on
I
too.
love asking
as
that
well.
question and kind of picking at. If you notice, like some of the questions I'm asking aren't just the simple questions like, well, what's the future? And
Alright, it reconnecting. I don't like he's doing that. Okay. Everybody else is good? I had to pause it real quick. Everybody's good? Let me know in the chat. You guys are good? It reconnect. Every time it does that, it likes to reconnect for some odd reason. Okay, it's good. It's good for chat and anyone else. Like 32 minutes in, so I had to pause it real quick. Alright. Okay, good. Alright, cool. Sorry, stream just reconnected. I don't know why it always does that, but it just did. So anyway, let's get back to the rest of this, rest of the interview. It's like 32 minutes in, guys.
and when's more content coming out? And the reason I asked, or how did it start? And the reason is because, you know, the reason why I do Inspired Conversations is exactly that. I want to inspire people to chase their dreams. Doesn't matter what you have, doesn't matter what you don't have, doesn't matter what it is, where you're at, go for it now and just start. And realize how you start, it's not going to be how you finish. You know what I mean? Like, everyone has a starting point. If you look at, well, for instance, if you look at the brand of Chuck E. Cheese, you know what I mean? What it was, or what it is now, was not what it was when it first started. You know what I mean? Everyone starts somewhere. So I love talking about that, but I also love talking about the challenges, because it's not just the start that stops most people. When you hit that rough patch, when you hit that I need a break, when you hit that we have to let some people go, when you hit adversity in the journey, a lot of times that's when people give up, because they say, well, it's not happening like I thought it would happen, it's not going the way I thought it would go, it's not happening as fast as I thought it would happen. You know, there's a plethora of reasons, but that's usually when people just throw in the towel and say, okay, well, I'm done. And I really believe how we persevere through all of that, whether it's the comments, whether it's the adjustments, whether it's the idea of rest and prioritizing other things around it, how we handle those are really the telltale signs of whether or not, one, we're doing what we're passionate about, and then two, what it's going to become. You know what I mean? Like literally the sky is the limit. Like there is no limit to what we can do. And if we could really just put in the work and be consistent and realize, you know what, breaks are okay and adjustments are okay and even the falls are okay. I always use this illustration on the show because I just think it's a powerful illustration, and I repeat it every episode, damn near every episode, because I really want people to get this locked in their mind. When my son took his first steps walking, right, it didn't happen overnight, you know, I kind of thought that because I had never been a father before. I just imagined that he would just start walking. It's not how it happened at all. There were stages, right? There was a stage where he started rolling over. And that was the idea that he realized, wait a minute, I can move. Right? Like, I can, there's some movement here. And so he started rolling over. I quickly had to, like, make sure the spot that he was in where he would roll over was safe for him to roll over, right? Because the environment that we're in doesn't always.
I always hated how
support our
Zoom throw
dreams.
most of my
That's the idea,
screen
right?
up. That's so stupid.
So we have to make sure we're in the right environment, around the right people, because, you know, not everything in my room was designed for him to roll over. You know, like there's some stuff he could roll over and get hurt on if he rolls into it. And the same way is like, man, a lot of times what discourages people from following their dreams are people who love them and give them bad advice. The reason I say they give them bad advice is because anytime you chase your dream, it's not safe. And the people who love you the most are going to give you the safest advice because they don't want to see you hurt. So if you're listening to the people who love you the most, they're going to tell you this is stupid. They're going to tell you don't follow it. They're going to tell you no one's going to listen because they just want what's best for you or what they think's best for you, and that's what's safest for you. But if you're going to follow your dreams, there's nothing safe about it. There's risk. It's hard. It's difficult, but it's worth it because it's what you're passionate about. And then after the rolling over stage, he started crawling, right?
Right.
So this is the idea where he's like, okay, now I'm mobile, now I'm moving around a bit. And this is when, you know, that rollover moment is when we realize we have a dream. That crawling moment is when we start getting, or when we get started on pursuing that dream. And then you have the pull-up stage. That's where he's looking for different things in the house to actually pull up on and be able to stand. And once again, not everything that he would pull up on in my house was designed for him to pull up on it. There's some stuff that he would pull up on and it would fall over if he pulled up on it. So I had to get it out of the house. I threw away a coffee table because it was a glass coffee table. And I didn't want him pulling up on that glass and that glass flipping over on him, you know. So I threw it away, or I gave it away. But it's just like, get it out of here. Like, I don't want it. I don't care what I paid for it. I don't want to risk him getting hurt. And the same is true. Like, not everything.
Don't worry, Kenny, be right up next round.
Because it can't sustain it. It's your dream. It's not someone else's dream. They're not going to understand it because it's not their dream. It's not their passion. It's not what wakes them up. It's not what excites them, but it's what excites you, right?
Mm-hmm.
So you have to get those opinions out.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? I gave the coffee table.
Hope you have a good day at school tomorrow.
Can't support the dream. You right? And then the moment finally happened. He's done the rolling over, he's done the crawling, he's done the pulling up, and now he's got that weird wobbly, looks like he's hula hooping, you know what I mean? Kind of, I'm standing, but I'm wobbly, and then he takes a step, and then he hula hoops, and then he takes a step, and then he does this little hula hoop, and then he falls. And in that moment, I celebrated him. Like me and his mother, we grabbed him, and we love on him, and we kiss him, and we encourage him, and we're like excited. You know what I mean? Because he just took steps. No one was like, dude, you failed. You suck at walking. Like, no one was saying that, right? Why?
Right.
Because we expected him to fall.
Mm-hmm.
Because that's part of learning to walk.
Right.
If you're going to pursue your dream, it's the same thing. Like, you're going to fall. You're going to fail at times. There's going to be hiccups. There's going to be trips. There's going to be stumbles. It's not going to be perfect all the time. But if you can do the same way that we do when we see a kid learn to walk, we notice the steps more than we notice the fall. Why? Because we know each step leads to another step that leads to another step. And pretty soon those falls are going to become less and less. Why? Because they learned to walk. And that's the idea of pursuing dreams. And if people can grasp that and get that, there's nothing that's going to stop you. Like you said, well, what's going to stop you from getting your goals? Nothing, right? Because you know how to walk now. And sure, my son's 5 now, and there's times where he trips. You know what I mean? But the trips are like very few and far between because he knows how to walk. And that's the idea. It's like, man, even when you've been winning for years, you still may trip. I mean, I'm 30 years old and I trip every now and then. It happens, right? But using this metaphor, there's still going to be times where even if you have success, there's going to be a stumble, there's going to be a trip, and you're just going to have to get back up and go again and not emotionalize the fall. And I think a lot of times we treat business different. We treat dreams different. We don't treat it like watching a kid learning how to walk. Well, we think that the fall is an indictment on us that's saying you can't do it. And that's insecurity, and we have to get it out. We have to just push it away. So anyways, man, your story pumps me up. I think it's awesome that you're pursuing it. And I really loved how just when I asked you that question, you were just being honest and transparent. It was like, man, I don't really know. You know what I mean? We're taking breaks. We just have to, because once again, that's the reason I used that whole fall illustration, is that the transparency shows that, you know, there's not an insecurity in you when it comes to this anymore. Like, you're confident in what you do, you know what you want to do, and that's why you're able to be transparent. Because a lot of people in that situation would have been like, oh yeah, it's going to be back on, you know, next week. Like they just would not be honest and transparent about it because they'd be afraid that that not mean that they're not going to make it or they're not going to do it or people are going to doubt them. And so anyways, I'm rambling. But yeah, man, I think this is awesome. I think it's awesome that you're doing this, that you have been doing this. So how many years is it going on doing this now? You said the first episode was 2019?
Yeah, this is like our 3rd year going into this.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
And every year there's more traction. When did you get the voice actor?
Oh, this is my favorite part.
Oh man, that's that one. Okay, I'm gonna play like a long.
Let's take a pause on this one because we're almost close to the end. I remember when this one dropped too. Cause, okay, so I know I explained the story before, but I'm gonna explain it again when I play this part. I remember Chad was telling me like, hey, I don't think you should have. I would have said all of that information. What I'm gonna say basically, he was like, literally when he watched this part, he was like, yeah, I heard what you said. I forgot what he said about the Scott Wilson interview part. Yeah, I wouldn't say like all of that. You know, I wouldn't say all those details out there, but you know, that's just me. I'm just speaking bluntly through a bit. By the way, guys, once again, the Scott Wilson interview is dropping in about let me think, 2 weeks. 2 weeks from now. Yeah, about 2 weeks. 2 Saturdays from now. So you haven't set those reminders. August 30th, CE Talk Show. Make sure you do that. Okay, let's go back to the interview.
I'm sorry, sure, because there's a lot of things I cannot say on here.
I get that. Yeah. Anything you can, that's cool.
Yeah, but I won't keep a long story short. I know some fans might be watching it, but I got to keep it private amongst me and Chad. But anyway, so how we got him was that one of the fans who've been knowing him ever since reached out to Chad for something for him to do for like his sort of thing. And he's like, I ain't gonna pay you or nothing, but the same thing you want to do for return, can do it.
Oh yeah,
He did all for him, I don't remember. And we was on the call one night. He was like, "Hey, would it be crazy if we just like get Scott Wilson?"
That's
on?
true. I don't
Like,
think Gabe
let's
actually had to
do it.
pay
Let's
him.
Try it out.
I don't
So
remember.
he reached out to us saying, like, is it possible to get Scott on? And he was like, sure, let me see what he said. So that part of it, I forgot when it all happened, and I know the episode released around in April. We were during that time of it, it was kind of hard on both of our ends, and of course, the person that was like was helping out Chad getting Scott, he didn't respond back like straight through. And of course, some of our other pals, he was like, gotta be careful with this one because Scott almost didn't do an interview for one of the other fan conventions a while back in 2011.
Okay, that's also true. So it is a based true story. This is actually a true story. So, damn, this armor's killing me. So, Gabe or Piece of Cam did tell Chad he was gonna pay him, anything in the favor. Yes, I think the other live streaming said something about payment. I said something about payment. I think I did. I don't remember. But anyway, so that was the favor. And then our buddy, who was Matt the Franchise, he actually told Chad, he's like, I think I was on a call with them too that night. saying, we had to be careful because it was true. Scott didn't almost attend Cheesevention 8. I want to say. I think it was Cheesevention 8, whichever one it was in 2011. There's the interview on Gabe's channel, Pizza Camp 3, which is the Scott Wilson interview from like 2011. I think it was Cheesevention 8. I'm not 100% sure. I want to say 8, but again, I could be wrong at the same time. But yes, that's absolutely that is absolutely true.
And so we was at the point of really just giving up. He was like, we ain't gonna do this. We ain't gonna have Scott on. There's no point of us like going this far until one night or day we got a text back saying that Scott said he's down to do the interview. Just don't know like what day he's like doing it. That's also another thing too, like the different days of him doing it in times, and plus which have with him working at a Chuck E. Cheese's, it was hard on his schedule, so he had to work between his schedule. At the point I was gonna do the interview, but didn't. But Chad actually he did, and he had Scott's number and contacted Scott and went.
Oh yeah, that's the part. He was talking about the number part. He didn't like that part. He didn't like I mentioned that.
Really, he stepped down the role of voice acting, but he does like other stuff. I probably won't say due to his privacy of life, but
yeah.
We did the episode. Jack recorded on his end in his garage with the mic and phone to make sure every audio came out clear. And our set date was to upload it on April 2nd, so like the day after April 1st. And by the time we released the episode, people were thinking like, oh, this is some joke that they're pulling. There's no way that they got Scott Wilson. And by the time the premiere started and Chad introduced Scott Wilson, everybody in the chat was going completely crazy. Saying like, oh, you guys really got Scott Wilson. So how you guys doing? It was like, we always say like this. We always say it's magic. But now it's kind of explaining like a bit of the short story how we got him.
Yeah, man. I appreciate you sharing that story, because it's like, that just goes to show that I was having this conversation earlier with one of my friends that opportunity is out there, right?
Right.
You just have to be where it's at. Like, it's that simple. You just have to find it. And the truth is that opportunity is developed through relationships. You know what I mean? Like when you get to know people and you meet this person, then that meets that person. It's just like even how we linked up, you know, and how we're doing this interview. It's like, you know what I mean? Like I don't know that you ever thought you would do this, and I never thought that I would do this. You know what I mean? But it happens, and that's relationships, and that's how you build these different relationships in whatever you want to do. And it's really that simple. You know, like people ask me all the time, like, well, how did you get this artist, or how did you get this person to be on there? And so, man, I just went for it. Like, I messaged them, I reached out, I figured out a way. You know what I mean? And some of the artists that I haven't released all of them yet, but some of the artists that I ended up doing interviews with, you know, dude, I messaged them 50 times. You know what I mean? I'm not joking. Like, I messaged them 50 times. And they just eventually saw it. You know what I mean? Because I'm not the only person reaching out to them. And it's just persistence. And it's getting to know this person. And then you get to know that person. And then and it's networking. And it just builds. And then pretty soon, and I was saying this the other day too, it's all about setting in motion.
Yeah.
You're setting a domino in motion.
Mm-hmm.
And regardless if you think you are or not, you are. You're either becoming more of the person you want to be, or you're becoming less of the person you want to be. There's no in between. You're growing. You're either growing further from what you want to do, or more or closer to what you want to do. That's the only two. And so every day we're setting this domino in motion, and we just got to ask ourselves, is this the domino I want to set in motion? Is this really what I want to do with my life? Is this really what I want to set in motion? Because each day when we wake up, we're setting a domino in motion. And the beautiful part of it is we get to decide which domino it is. We literally get to decide what we set in motion. You say it another way, and all these illustrations are kind of corny, but like we're all writing a story. But what oftentimes happens is we give the pen to something else. We give the pen to our limitations. We give the pen to our situations. We give the pen to other people's opinions. We give the pen to all kinds of other people. And I'm just saying, my whole spiel of why I do what I do, why there's Devo Apparel, why there's the podcast, why there's all this stuff, is to say, just take the pen back. It's your life, it's your story, and it's up to you to write the story. And if you won't write the story, something else will. And then you can't complain when the story's not what you want, because you gave the pen to something else. You gave the pen to someone else. And so I'm just saying, take the pen back. And it's awesome that you've taken the pen and you're writing your story, and it's remarkable. You know what I mean? That you're getting to just go from, like you said, as we started the interview, as someone who, you know, felt, you know, people had opinions about you being into this, like, hey man, you're too old for this, you know, you don't need to be into this. But now you've taken the pen and you're just like, dude, I don't really care if you don't think this is cool. I don't think that you thinking it's not cool is cool. How about that one? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like you're the
Exactly.
lame one for not thinking it's cool, because it is cool. And there's other people who think it's cool, and I'm gonna get into this. So yeah, man, I think the sky's the limit for you. I could totally see you. You were talking about like being at like the different Comic Cons and different things like that. I could totally see you being at those and being like a personality and a host of those things, because you are relating to the people who also relate to this product and this company. And so, yeah, anything else you'd like to share before we close this out?
Yeah, I think it's one more thing I want to share. You know, it's a little advice. You know, like you said, we all live one life. Just gotta live to the fullest. And like I said, for anyone out there that want to start a podcast, a business, music, or be an entrepreneur, go for it. The sky's the limit. You know, in the words of Jim Henson, the creator of the Muppets, life is like a movie. Write your own ending. Keep believing. Keep pretending. And for me, at least, it didn't mean nothing as like someone who has said that just for himself. No, that's for all of us. Life, wherever life hits you, go for it. Don't give up on your dreams. Because like I just said from Jim Henson, life is like a movie. Write your own ending. Keep on believing and keep on pretending. Thank you.
That's awesome. Well, thanks, man. I appreciate you joining me today.
Oh, my
And
pleasure.
I'll definitely put all the social links and everything
Sure thing.
on this. And anyways, guys, this has been Inspired Conversations. I'm Sean from DevoApparel.store. This is Charles Tucker from Concept Cheese. And we'll see you next time.
Alright, well, what's the remote? Oh, there it is. Alright. This is more deep than I thought. Living one life and living it to the fullest. Yes, exactly. Yes. Yes. That was actually good. Really, really good interview. Really, really good interview. That was cool running it back. Alright, so yeah. Yeah. Alright, y'all wanna watch one more thing, one more video before we go? Before we close out tonight, y'all wanna watch one more video? Alright, so this is gonna be the last one for the. Don't ask me why I was watching this. It didn't came up on here. I was watching this. I wasn't watching this. I was watching this. Okay, leave me alone. So this came up earlier today when I was no. Can you watch the episode Pink Panther and Son sometimes? Yeah, without YouTube kicking my ass. So I hope you thought about that part. You know, YouTube, they like to kick my ass every time. But what I wanted to say, so basically, I came across this video earlier today. Oh my god, I was being sarcastic. The answer is no.
The answer is no. I'll being sarcastic, guys. No, I am not risking it. Again, if YouTube comes on here and say they're detecting some copyright stuff, then I'm taking off the stream. We already saw what happened with the Muppets at Disney World. Like that's not gonna happen again. I don't trust YouTube when I play risky stuff because they'll come over and they'll detect it and then everybody's gonna have a glitch on the stream and then I gotta take off the stream, delete the stream, and be like, oh hey, so there's a problem because YouTube don't want us to have fun. So the answer is no. But anyway, like I was saying, here's the behind the cheese of various clips of parts and skits and songs back in the day at the old entertainment department. So this randomly came up on my YouTube recognitions. This shows a lot of behind the scenes stuff of various of past skits and songs. Some we might have seen before, some we might not have seen before. So for a lot of OGs, when behind the scenes clips was on YouTube, so here it is. Here's a little behind the scenes of it. This is only 13 minutes and 40 seconds. These came off of the these came off the DVDs. These came off the DVDs from like 2014 to 2023. So here's a lot of behind the scenes content. This is basically stuff that corporate never wants people to show, but for stores with like DVDs for Studio C's, these be like exclusive sneak peeks. Which some of the footage, look at that. In some of the footage, you get to see the old office, and then you get some stuff at the new office. You might see some familiar faces here and there, so I'll just let this play for we end out tonight. Look at the doggy.
Let's play some games for the holidays. Try to win a prize, friends and family by your side. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Pause. Fuck that hoe. I want to say this is like 2015, right before they removed the show in the office.
What's for Christmas?
Random movements. I think. Sucks it ain't getting reviews.
A tennis ball for Jasper is a gift that I can do.
Bro, Delport 18, old spotlights were so good back then.
The gift a rhino, little horse, or kangaroo. But wanting to get a Sasquatch for Christmas. Perhaps I'll get a brush or comb for my old furry friend. Or gonna get a razor, but they sure recommend. And curb the deodorant for those.
Oh yeah, 2013 to 2015. These were on the Studio C DVDs.
Oh, I worry for the future when I think of presents past.
What?
A pizza.
Oh.
That settles it! We gotta go again! Come on, Marvin!
Actually, I could use a bathroom.
I like this. I actually like this. So this is pretty cool behind the scenes.
Thank you, Frank!
Because I thought it'd be like dub and
That
stuff.
settles it! We gotta go again! Come on, Marvin!
Actually, I could use a bathroom.
Hanky Franky, Dinky Danky, double gobble!
Right.
Last look. Avoid the yellow chest. Oh, it's getting a little tough. It's got some tough there. Yeah.
Look at that guy. He looks familiar. Look at that.
And is there any way you can tilt up just a hair to make it a bit easier?
Yeah.
Cool, thank you.
Done so. Here we go. Let's roll cam.
Don't you think? Great. 3. Start spraying. 3, 2, 1. Playback.
Stop! That's just gonna make a huge mess.
I guess you're right. Franchise game.
All right. Hey, Munch. Walk over to the window.
And look out the window. Stop.
Turn around, Munch. Hey, back.
Stop! That's just gonna make a huge mess.
I guess you're right. Franchise skating.
Go.
What do you do on a rainy day? When the ground is soggy and the sky is gray. When the rain is pouring, it's just so boring. It's dreary to our dismay.
Okay, so I wanna share a little something right here.
It's soggy and the sky
And you probably already know this already. So as you can see right there, that little TV camera thingy, yes. Okay, so this is when, you know, when Jim and the Muppets were like doing a lot of shows, when Jim was doing the Muppets and stuff, they will have a lot of cameras everywhere. So of course, this will kind of show what we will see at our own homes, or what we will see in the restaurants or in the YouTube videos. Basically, yes, it's basically the same technique Jim Henson and the Muppets did. So in one shot, you have the puppeteers, but in this shot, you have the actual clear version without having them. So, indicates these guys are looking at one direction as the camera, you see the camera is focusing on Munch, so we got the headshot of Munch, and so they're looking at the same shot what we'll be seeing back in the show tapes or back in our homes or YouTube or whatever, you know.
You're right. Franchise skating.
But everything is edited out. So literally when he's singing, it's playing right there.
The sky is gray. When the rain is pouring, it's just so boring. It's dreary to our dismay. What do you do?
You guys, we're not rolling. You guys got
Sunny and the sky is gray. And the rain is pouring, it's just so boring. It's dreary to our dismay.
Alright. This is gonna be the real deal.
awesome.
Are you ready back there, our department's here? Are you ready? I hope so, because I'm about to roll. Here we go. Let's roll.
Is this a good starting point for your Tom?
Like,
Come further back. Keep coming back.
and Sarah, you don't need to spray it the whole time. You just a little bit at the beginning, okay?
Yeah. There you go. I want to
Spray it until I say 1. On 1, stop spraying.
try to give you as much wall as we can.
There's Eric. And it's crazy, all these props sets, like, it made, like, it looks so real to us once we watch it at home, but to them, it's, like, amazing, you know? It's, like, in one big giant set, you know?
Where are we taking it from? We're picking up from, we can just pick up from that,
Have you ever seen
Superman?
Superman?
Yeah. Alright, have you ever seen Superman? And Steve, you can take your own
Yeah.
action if you'd like.
Have you ever seen Superman? You know that scene where General Zod and his compatriots are sentenced into outer space and trapped in a giant floating mirror? Oh, no!
Let's hack that line again.
Have you ever seen that?
You looked at him.
Don't look at me.
Oh no.
You get to, like...
Alright.
Lord. Okay, I remember this one.
So don't pretend because we're friends, because we're friends. And don't offend because we're friends, because we're friends. Because I will commit because we're friends, because we're friends. Every email that I send because we're friends, because we're friends. I'm gonna pay me dividend because we're friends, because we're friends. Just, because we're friends.
And here comes Puppeteers is having random moments with the puppets.
Keep singing. All right, cut. Awesome. Jasper's up next.
Alarm me, run for your life.
Needs a little work, but okay. Oh, wow! You gathered up a ton of coconuts.
Yeah, I did this. I gathered them up. They are definitely not talking coconuts that all walked over here all by themselves.
What are you talking coconuts? There's that imagination of yours again.
Yeah, she didn't go for a walk down the beach, away from all these not walking and talking coconuts. Why don't you come along?
Are you kidding? I am starving. I think it's time for a coconut feast. What do you say, Munch?
Chucky.
Yep. I can't wait to eat every one of these guys.
Chucky?
You know, Munch, I don't know why
I don't know why in the final version all Chucky Blind get cut out.
Be a good pizza topping.
Oh, no, it wouldn't. It would be a terrible pizza topping. I'm sorry, my friend doesn't know.
What? Doesn't know what?
They're alive. They can talk.
Huh? What's alive? These little guys? Come on, buddy. They can't talk. Coconut? Ah!
We're robbed! We're robbed!
I could lift you up.
Okay, funny story. I remember when this first dropped last year, I think. There's like an exclusive behind the scenes clip. So, right before the Safe and Sound actually had the last time, not the last time, was like one of the last few times that we'll see like the walk around Chucky. We almost had the puppet Chucky in the music video. That's crazy. Just think about it, guys. Think about it. Yes, there was a pub version of Safe and Sound. This is the only version of behind the scenes that we got of Safe and Sound. So I think it's evident enough that there were more to it. But again, there's a lot of behind the scenes footages and it's out there. But as far as we know, it was just Chucky.
Awesome. Cut.
Good show,
Okay, cool. Let's go handheld.
I'm kind of glad he did the walk around stuff actually. Editing in the office. Oh, look at that. The new office. Yeah. Oh my god, it's behind the wall. We see Puppet Jasper in action. Look at that, they're filming on location. What I told you guys, film on location, look at that. That is amazing. That's no green screen.
To sell feathers and face.
Oh my god, it's Wonder Helen.
Oh, I see what you mean.
I remember Matt did program this. He has this video unlisted actually. But Matt did program the show too at one point. But he just did this for fun. I remember seeing this on his TikTok live years ago, the video. Alright, y'all watch out. Oh, this right before the Prost came in too.
Stop it! Oh,
I didn't get you.
No.
No.
I got that,
No. That was funny. That was so funny. Gordon Ramsay.
I'll say on.
Oh, this gotta be embarrassing for the puppeteers. You have to go through so much risk to even put jackets on you so you won't get wet by the water. I feel sorry for them though, but this is a risk that you have to take.
You want on. Watch your heads, watch your heads. Don't tilt down. Go back up, guys. Go back up. Don't fall in there. And off. Got it.
At the dawn of existence, in a time long gone, there lived a little tiny mouse who wrote the very first song. And the land was lush, and the dinosaurs roamed, and the mouse brought peace for the world he called home.
Puppeteer.
But then the lightning flashed, and the skies did fall, and the earth did shake, yet the mouse stood tall. And as the creatures of the earth struggled to survive, the mouse's great song, he kept the whole world alive. He was the most epic mouse ever known.
Rough Trap demo.
He was the most epic mouse ever known.
bad news, Chucky. Do you know the dragon in the next scene?
Yes.
All right, well that was it, guys. That was a little behind the scenes of the productions back then. Hope you guys enjoyed that. That was actually fun. Yeah, they did that for the Studio C's DVDs back then. Since they were under a Wago system back in the day, you know, when it was still usable and still prop. Yep, they used to do that back in the day. And those used to be like hidden after hours. No, they do not do that to this day. Like the behind the scenes stuff. I mean, they still do like behind the scene footages today, like for private uses. But for Navori system wise, no, they do not. Corporate stopped doing that a long time ago because they found out that all their behind the scenes stuff was getting linked online, and it became a huge problem because fans was posting behind the scenes content and upcoming shows back in the day, and all that stuff was getting linked left and right. You did have people like Andy, you know, when it was coming out or when they were in production, he would post it, or Eric or Matt, but then fans, they kind of like got into the access of it, post behind the scenes. People say, hey, don't post behind the scenes, corporate can get mad about it, and that's pretty much what happened. So they stopped doing that because fans started posting behind the scenes on their YouTube channels, on their social medias. Corporate took notice, and yeah, and you see Missy? Okay, that's good, boy. Alright, so, but wait, we got one more video to play. Yeah, seriously about that. We got one more video to play, and that is this last performance from this lovely store. Made this store West in cheese, or was it pepperoni? As the bots will live to see a totally another day. So, let's give it up for the Chile store for their final performance. Gonna make sure this play from the beginning, actually.
A todos los presentes los invitamos a ver el último show animatrónicos de Chuck E. Cheese Cantagallo. Por favor, acercarse al escenario.
Now, even though this is the 2025 version of Fun for All, Donovan still had a way to put it in with the original program for this show. And just like that, ladies and gentlemen. Hello? Oh.
Atención, queridos invitados, amigos y familias. Tengo el agrado de informarles sobre el último anuncio de cierre de Chuck E. Cheese Cantagallo. Desde 1994 hemos compartido con ustedes risas, cumpleaños, juegos y momentos inolvidables. Hoy 10 de agosto del año 2025, después de más de 30 años juntos, queremos agradecer a cada niño, cada papá, mamá y amigo que nos eligió para celebrar y disfrutar sus cumpleaños. Gracias por permitirnos ser parte de sus recuerdos. Este no es un adiós a la alegría, porque la alegría vive en cada uno de ustedes. En nombre de todo el equipo de Chuck E. Cheese Cantagallo, gracias a todos por estos años maravillosos. Hasta siempre. Por favor, a todos los presentes, démosle un fuerte aplauso a Chuck E. Cheese Cantagallo.
No, I'm gonna rewind this one more time. That's Anna Gray. Yeah, that's Anna Gray. That's Anna Gray's voice. It was Caroline. It's a softer voice, but that's Anna Gray's voice, guys. But the reason they got that in, even though the footage is 2025, is because Donovan has control over the international show, so he found a way to add the original audio and the original programming for that footage for that particular show. Hence to it, and just because of that, we'll do one more. Hence to it, for the fact too, he played another one actually. Let me find it. Friendship Never Ends is another prime example. Even though they use the 2024 footage, they still use the original audio from it. Well, this one is just original. Version. Oh, alright. Great. If Legacy only had these, man. Yeah, but unfortunately for this store, for this stage, whenever they get over to their new store, or whichever store they're going to, they're going to be under the Legacy playlist. So that's going to be unfortunate. So, good news, we get two! Right. Take that till we go! Alright, y'all, as we close out tonight, rest in peace to this Chile location. Rest in peace to, Pearl City. 1994 through 2025, you both serve a great 30 years of entertainment for family, food, and of course, fun for the whole generation. As a Pearl City, it is saying that Showbiz or SPT is putting them in a museum. Hopefully we can find out more answers about that in the near future. But as for this store, you have been a great service for all of us. Hey, Demonic. You have been a great service to all of us, and hopefully your future, whichever store you end up in the next upcoming weeks from now, hope it is a good one. It's sad to see these stores go, but their legacy will forever live on through generations. Alright, y'all, I will stay on here longer, but this tablet is really going to die. It just told me I got 15%, and I do not feel like charging it up and plugging it in and stuff, and it's almost 10 o'clock here, but I'm not going to stay up long because I got other things to take care of tonight. So for those that are just joining on in and coming here towards the end, I am so sorry. But anyway, thank you guys so much for joining on in again for this stream. This was, again, a lot of fun. Hopefully by Tuesday we can actually continue with the editing and stuff. But anyway, nice little chill, nice nutter, chill, relaxed stream. Hopefully, yeah, exactly. Hopefully, Taylor and Tyler, you know, stay a bit longer. I mean, Tyler does, but you know, hopefully Taylor stays in too, because we always love when Taylor comes in. But anyway, guys, enjoy the rest of your night. We'll see you all Tuesday night for another fun Constant Cheese stream. New video premiering this Thursday. You haven't yet set your reminders for that, make sure you do. And of course, the Scott Wilson interview that is also dropping in about 2 weeks from now on the Chunky Talk Show. Make sure you drop that. More updates, of course, are coming very, very, very soon. Until then, you guys enjoy the rest of your night. Let me end the stream for this tablet dies and don't save on us for good. But see y'all Tuesday night. And for Ducky, I know you missed out again, brother. We hope to see you Tuesday, because I know he's going to comment after this. But you guys enjoy the rest of your night, and I'll see you on the next stream. And rest in peace to these both locations.